Hello, my lovelies. It is time for another Camp SeasonAthon vlog, so stay tuned. So I didn't end up vlogging yesterday because, well, I just didn't. I edited a video that took a good chunk of the day, and then Marty and I put together a new couch, which I'll show you here in a little while. So our other couch, my pretty pink couch, Bella destroyed it. So she got up on the couch and she was like doing her digging thing, and she ended up breaking the zipper on one of the cushions, like on the big long, like one that you can like put your legs out on, and then proceeded to destroy the actual cushion underneath, because I kept trying to fix it, and I was like, okay, we just can get this zipper replaced and it'll be fine. But then she destroyed the cushion underneath, and just, yeah, she was being a very bad girl. So we ended up buying a new couch, and it came over the weekend, but we just didn't get a chance to put it together until yesterday, and I'm so excited. It's so pretty and soft and comfy, and I love it. And most of the time after Marty got home, because he had work yesterday too, we listened to Onyx Storm. So we are currently on chapter 19. We still have a lot left, but it's my goal to finish it this week, preferably before Friday. So we'll see. I don't know how I'm feeling about this one. At this point, I'm not enjoying it as much as I did the first two. I'm hoping that'll get better though. So this morning I have been editing, and it's currently exporting right now. And I'm waiting for Marty to get home so we can continue Onyx Storm. But I'm going to pick up where I left off last week. I was reading The Truth About Melody Brown. Yes, my bookmark is still sideways because I haven't read a single line since I ended this vlog. Well, I have, just for other videos. But my plan is to sit somewhere cozy, probably my new couch, and work on reading this for a bit until Marty gets home. Okay, let's go look at my new couch. Okay, this is the new couch. It is super comfy. Don't even think about it, Bella. There's Bella. She wants up there. Here's an Einstein. Hey, bud. Hi. There's a Snicker. So we actually took the ottoman part of the other couch and the two small cushions and made like a little chair out of it. There's my boys. My cute boys. This guy desperately needs a haircut. He kind of does too. She really wants up there. She's not allowed. Okay, so I'm going to snuggle up here and read for a little bit.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll
So yesterday I got some reading done of The Truth About Melody Brown, and Marty and I listened to some more of Onyx Storm. So we got to chapter 23. The first part of the day when I was reading this, I got to page 100. But then I continued reading a little bit more last night, and I got to page 235. So I only have this much left. So I will say this is a very slow moving story. It is a mystery, but it feels more like more family drama than anything. I told you in my last vlog that Melody Brown, she is 33 years old, I think. Yeah. And she has an 18-year-old son. She got pregnant when she's 15. She's been a single mom, and that's pretty much been just her life. Though she doesn't have any memories of her life before the age of 9, when she came conscious after a house fire. She didn't remember anything prior to that house fire. But one day she meets this guy on a bus or a train or something, and they go out on their first date, and he takes her to this hypnotist show, and she ends up getting selected to go up on stage, and she gets hypnotized to act like a 5-year-old boy named Fred who's gassy, which is bad enough. She's like up there humiliating herself in front of her date and all of these other people. But at a certain point, she ends up fainting, and this has never happened before. They end up like shutting the show down for a little while they sent her to medical and all of that. And afterwards, she feels like a little off, and she starts having these visions, or well, she's not sure if they're just visions or memories or what, but they're of her as a little girl before the age of 9. But the things don't make any sense, like where her mom and dad that she knows from 9 forward, and all of this other stuff. So there's other people in her life, and she's moving around from house to house, and there's all these different things, and she starts realizing that her life's never really been what she thought it was, and it's quite a lot. But yeah, a lot of family drama in here. I am enjoying it. I don't see myself giving it more than a 3.5 by the time I finish it, but it's fine. Onyx Storm is fine as well. I don't know why, but I'm not feeling as like super invested in it as I was the first two. I love Andarna's little snarky attitude. That's fine. Okay, so today, let me look. I think today I have 2 videos to film. Yes, that's pretty much the extent of what I have to do today. So I need to film those 2 videos. And I've somehow already misplaced my little backup battery for this camera. So that's fine. So I might end up having to try to use the other camera as well. And hopefully it doesn't glitch on me for the videos I have to film, because I'll have to go back and forth with this one charging. And I want to read some more of, or listen to some more of Onyx Storm with Marty when he gets home, if I have time. I don't know what time he'll get home today, and I don't know how long it's going to take me to film these videos. Then I'd also like to finish The Truth About Melody Brown. Oh, also, while I've been listening to Onyx Storm with Marty, I have been working on my embroidery. This is what it's looking like at this point in time. I also really need to get some cleaning done, because I think Marty's parents are coming tomorrow. Either tomorrow or the next day. I have to look on my phone, and it's charging right now too. All right, I'm going to get to editing, and I'll talk to you later. So yesterday, I got my 2 videos filmed, and I got the dining room cleaned up, and Marty and I listened to a little bit more of Onyx Storm. I think we're on chapter 26, so we didn't listen to a whole lot. I haven't continued any more of The Truth About Melody Brown, because Marty's parents ended up coming last night. So I spent the evening with them, and then this morning I spent the morning hanging out with them, and Xander's girlfriend came over, and we all like played games and stuff this morning. And then I forgot my doctor's appointment that I was supposed to go to at 1:30 until like right at 1:30. And so I left, and I didn't have a number to call them or anything. So I got there 18 minutes after my time. And apparently at the 15-minute mark, they canceled me as a no-show. So drove all that way, and yeah. But rescheduled for next month. So right now, I think they're taking a nap. Xander's hanging out in his room. Marty's still at work. Let me see what I'm supposed to do today other than my appointment. Oh, I'm supposed to edit today. I need to edit one of my Have I Read It's. So I think I'm going to do that while they're napping. I was thinking about reading if I didn't have anything to do, but I'll do. So, oh, also, I didn't listen to anything on my way to my appointment because I was just like, I gotta go. But when I left there, I checked out on Hoopla, Don't You Forget About Me by Mahari McFarlane. And I'm only 5% in. I'm on chapter 2 right now. So I just listened to that a little on my way back. But yeah, now I'm going to get to editing, and I will talk to you later. Okay, so last I left you, I said I was going to go edit for a little bit while my in-laws were napping. And I did, but they didn't nap or at least my mother-in-law didn't nap for very long, maybe 15 minutes. So I didn't get a whole lot of editing done. And then I spent the rest of the day hanging out with them because, I don't want to be on my computer up in the office the whole time they're here visiting. So I was just like, okay, I'll do it later when they go to bed and everybody ended up staying up really late. And so I didn't get any more editing done. And then yesterday was the day. So at one point in time, Xander had a job interview to go to, and Marty had physical therapy to go to. And Marty's parents, they decided they were going to take a nap, and then Marty's mom was going to get up from her nap and take a shower. So I was like, okay, this is the perfect time for me to edit. Everybody's doing their own thing. I'm going to have the house to myself. Let's go edit. And so I'm just about to come upstairs and start editing, and Xander calls me. So he's finished with his interview and he's on his way home, but he started out with, I'm okay. I'm like, okay, good. I knew this was going to go bad. He's like, and I think the car is okay, but it's doing something weird. I'm like, okay, what's going on? And he said that he, I guess, wasn't paying attention and went over this railroad way too fast. And he said he literally left the ground and kind of slammed down and slid and all this other stuff. He got control of the car and continued on his way. He said, but for some reason, every time he stops the car, it turns off. And he has to put it in park, crank it up, and go. And I was like, that is weird. While he's on the phone with me, he's on the main road that leads to our house, to our neighborhood. And he gets to this red light and he's like, he just did it again. But this time he couldn't get it to start back. And he's trying and he's trying. He's getting freaked out and upset. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's a battery connection or something. And he's like, can you come here? And so I get ready and I head to him. And people tried to jump him off. Eventually some people helped him push it into this parking lot. And I tried, I checked his connections. They weren't loose or anything. We tried jumping him off. We tried letting it sit on with the jumper cables for a little while, and that didn't work. And when it did work enough that it wasn't just click, 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 it sounded like it wanted to start to crank, but it sounded really weird. So I'm calling Marty and all of this stuff, and he told me to do roadside assistance because we have that, and he was not Marty wasn't answering because he was at physical therapy. And I'm going through the process, and I'm like, okay, send screenshots. And I'm not sure what to do at this point. This is not covered. This is the cost. It's going to tow it to some place. And I was like, what do I do? And never got a response. So I went ahead and continued with it. And then it was okay, it's going to be a 75 to 105 minute wait for the tow to come. And I'm like, great. So I wrote Marty and told him what was going on. And eventually he decided that he was going to, on his way home, he was going to stop and he was going to buy a new battery, and told me to cancel the tow thing. We'd already been there for like 40 minutes, waiting for this. And so he goes and buys a new battery, and he shows up and change out the battery and all this stuff, and it's still not starting. Like, it still sounds really weird and it's not actually starting. And so Marty gets to looking, and apparently when Xander jumped the railroad tracks, he slammed down and he broke his oil pan. Like, there's a fist-size hole. It's cracked and there's like a fist-size hole in his oil pan. And probably the reason he slid was because all the oil in his car went out. And he kept driving on it. And apparently that last time when he tried to crank it up, smoke came out from under his hood. There was no oil left in his car. So he essentially not only broke the oil pan, if he had pulled over then, the car might have been salvageable, but because he kept driving, he killed the engine. At that point, it pretty much needed a whole new motor. So, looking at how much that costs, it's like, for a used motor for this kind of car, and this was an old car anyway, we're looking at least $1,000. So, at that point, we're like, it's going to cost more than that car really is probably worth. So we ended up calling, like, they buy your junk cars and they'll come and tow it for free. So we found a place, and they couldn't come and get it yesterday because it was like 4:30 in the afternoon at that point. So they're supposed to do it this morning, but I have to wait for them to call and everything, and then I have to go meet them. And I'm waiting on that right now. And Marty's at work. Marty's parents and Xander have gone to have brunch. And now I'm just waiting. And it's been a stressful thing. When they get back from brunch, hopefully I'll be done with all of his car stuff. And then yesterday I spent the rest of the day pretty much like looking for cars because he needs a car. So we found something. It's like $4,000. Hopefully it doesn't suck. It's 2017. It's got like 144,000 miles on it. A lot of miles. But it was something that we could afford without having to like finance a car. So we're gonna go today and see that. But I've also had to redo my whole schedule of like filming and editing schedule because the video I needed to edit before, I'm going to have to move that to another day. I've got to edit a different video today. I was supposed to start a different video I was supposed to start my Better Book It today, but now I'm having to move just everything because I can't. And now I'm trying to figure out how to squeeze everything in before we go to my mom's house. And I'm losing my mind. Marty and I haven't listened to any more of Onyx Storm. I read one more chapter of Melody Brown while I waited for my video stuff from my SD card to move over to my computer. But yeah, I don't have any more reading updates. Just stress updates. And I am stressing. So I think because I got so much I have to do today, including edit a whole nother video, and all this car stuff, I don't see myself reading anything else. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog here because, yeah, I'm not going to get anything more read. And I'll start my Better Book It video tomorrow. So you'll see that coming soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't stress you out too much. If you did enjoy it, please give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye.